So having learned how to do buttonholes on my cushion, I've now got to sew the buttons on. That's another job I hate. But Jayne's going to come to the rescue again and help show me that I can actually do these on the sewing machine.
Yes, you can indeed. There's a couple here. So it's just showing us that we can do different shapes and sizes on the machine as well. There's a special setting for it.
Right.
So let me just pop these out of the way and show you which foot we use. This foot goes on slightly differently to all the others. As again, you can see, it's a little time, and it's got 2 bars on it.
Okay.
So again, we need to lock the machine out first. Press the foot, it's the only thing that will work now. Pop that off. I tend to keep my feet in the top of the machine when I'm not using them. And again, slips up, there's a little heel on the back, so it will just slip under and slip up. So the foot is rigid now.
Right.
So now, we open up. In our button section, we have got here, number 12, with a little button. There's a really quick way to get it there, which is, we're going to come out of here, and we're going to go into sewing applications, which is like a little t-shirt on the end. And there's lots of different really common things that you would use in here every day. So going across, and here we've got the button sewing.
Right.
I'm going to select that. It's telling me here to lower the feed dog.
Right. Okay, so like for free motion.
Yep, so the feed dog is just on the side and it just clips down and the little warning will go now. So we've got 2 different types of buttons here. So we've got the regular button sewing, or we can sew on a button with a shank. We've got a little gadget that comes with the machine that you slip underneath to put a shank on the button.
And regular buttons are 2-hole or 4-hole?
Regular buttons are usually 2, well they can be either or, 2 or 4 holes, it doesn't matter. But the key is most buttons, the holes are 3.5 apart.
Okay.
There are a few exceptions.
Am I going to prove you wrong?
You could try, you probably will at some point.
No, they're the same, aren't they? It's really quite
Most of them are. They're very different shapes and sizes, but they're basically the same.
Yeah. And even the 4s. 4s are actually 2 sets of 2.
Yeah, they are. They're slightly different. So let's have a look at just a single 2.
There we go.
There we go.
How about that
So we're going to pop it underneath. I'm going to sit it underneath the foot here. This is one of the few times, normally I use my needle up down function. I'm going to pop the foot down. But this is one of the times where you really do need precision because I really don't want to break a needle.
No.
So I use it manually. It's not easy from this angle. And I would actually take the needle down. I think I might need to move it slightly. Yep. And I can see that. Once you've done 2 or 3, if you're doing a whole row, you will find that you've got the eye in for it and it's fine, yeah.
So it's semi-manual because you're
semi-manual, yeah.
Yeah, just taking
there
it
we
easily.
go. So it is just popping down here slightly into there.
Giving you a rubbish
Once I've done that, say use the hand wheel, and it gives you
Right.
really good control over it then. And then
Oh, I see. Oh wow, so it remembers.
it remembers, yeah, because nothing's moving, which is one of the reasons we drop the feed, because we don't want the button to move, do we? Because then it would break the needle, the button, everything. So it's just scissors.
And the key thing to remember is that the flywheel always comes forward.
Always comes towards you, the flywheel, whatever you're doing with it.
Yes.
So it's just so straightforward to do. Then I'll take the end through the back and tie it off.
All right.
Very, very straightforward. And
Is
again,
that?
if you're doing a 4-hole button, you could do a cross on it to get a little bit more of a decorative feature. Use some really funky threads. You could use 2 different coloured threads.
And you actually chopped the thread, but could you hop?
Yes, I
Or
suppose
do
you
you
could.
choose-
Yeah,
is it
I
not a
tend to
good
chop it
idea?
between us.
I always like to know best
I would
practice.
always cut the thread, yeah,
Right,
and then we can
because-
take that through to the back, pop it into a needle, through to the back, thread it through and tie it off on the back.
Lovely. So wow. So all I've got to do is trim this off, as you said.
Yes.
Turn it over, and it's all neat on side off on the back as well.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, who knew?
No excuse for not sewing the buttons on now.
No excuse at all.